Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and healthy. So today again we are here for learning science. In science we learn about different type of things, different type of food and different type of clothes. We also learn about our body parts, right? So let's start our today's lecture. As you know, I am your science teacher Mubassira Miss from Mahdi School, and today we continue our lesson number 10. The lesson name is Keeping Safe and Healthy. Our today's topic is Safety Rules on Road. So today we continue our lesson number 10. This lesson is about safety rules. We learn about safety rules at home, we learn about safety rules at school, and we learn about safety rules at road, right? So today we continue our today's topic, safety rules on road. So we are going to school, we wear uniform, we are going in auto or bus or with parents, so we should follow these rules. So in previous lecture we learn about this, so today we continue this topic. So let's start our today's lecture with one beautiful line. The line is, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. So if you are doing any work, if you are trying to achieve your goal, and again if you are in struggle, so it means there is your progress. If you are not doing any struggle to achieve anything, it means it is not your progress. So if there is no struggle, there is no progress. With this beautiful line, let's start our today's lecture. So we learn lesson number 10. Lesson number 10 is about different type of tools, different type of rules, and all these things we learn in this lesson. And why we are learning this lesson? Because of our safety. So we learn in this lesson about how we should keep ourselves safe on different places, that where we are going we have to follow these rules. So we learn in this lesson about different type of safety rules. So with this lesson number 10 about safety rules at home and keep ourselves safe from different type of things and on different places. So let's start our today's topic, but before we start today's topic, first we revise that what we learned in previous lecture. So in previous lecture we learn about safety rules on road, right? Remember, we are learning about rules which we have to follow on road, right? So what we are doing? We are going to school. In previous lecture we learned that we are going to school. So we are on our halfway. Now today we learn about the rules which we follow whenever we are in vehicles or whenever we are on road. So let's see that what we learn in previous lecture, then we continue our today's topic. So let's revise what we learned in previous lecture. So let's revise what we learned in previous lecture. So in previous lecture we are going to school. So now you tell me that in which vehicle you are going to school. We learn in previous lecture that we all are going to school in auto rickshaw. Mostly when you are coming to school, you are coming in auto rickshaw. But before we are going, what we are wearing, which type of clothes we are wearing? So first rule when we are going to school is wear your uniform. So you should wear clean uniform, right? So here you can see the picture of boys and girl going to school. And as I told you that when you are going to school, every student wear same clothes. Why? Because it means you all are same here. So when we are going to school, we are wearing uniforms, right? So here you can see the picture of uniform. And you also learn in previous lecture that what is the reason of we are wearing uniform in school. We cannot wear jeans and t-shirt, we cannot wear frocks, we compulsory wear uniform, right? So these things we learn in previous lecture. Then we learn that how we are going to school. So as I told you that we are going to school in auto rickshaw. Sometimes we are going in school bus, or sometimes we are going with our parents. So here you can see the picture of auto rickshaw. So you can see the boy who is going to school wearing uniform. It means when you are going to school you must have to wear uniform. So in previous lecture we learned that when you are sitting in auto rickshaw, what you have to do. So you have to follow some rules. So let's see that which rules we have to follow when we are going in auto or any vehicle. So this rules is about when you are going anywhere in any vehicle. So you should follow these rules. And why these rules we made? Because of your safety. So when you follow these rules you are safe, right? So which rules we are follow on road? Let's see. Don't take out hands or legs from window. When you are going in auto, car, bus or any vehicle, so you don't take out hands from window. When you are going to anywhere on scooter, so you have to follow these rules, because many students are take out hands from the scooter and someone is sitting on behind, right? So you should follow these rules when you are going with your parents. Then second thing, don't in or out from moving vehicles like bus, car, etc. So it means when you are following these rules you are safe. So don't in or out from moving vehicles, right? So when you are going with your parents in scooter, so you think that I jump, the scooter is slow and you jump. So it is the reason of your accident. When you are going to home from school in auto rickshaw, then you are in very hurry to going your home, right? So many students are jump from the moving auto. So when you are follow these rules you are safe, right? So don't throw garbage from the moving vehicles, right? So we also learn in lesson number 1 about surroundings. Then because of we have to clean our surrounding, right? So that's why we don't do that throwing garbage or wrappers or chocolate wrappers, all these things from the window of moving car or vehicles, right? So these all things we learn in previous lecture. Then we learn, here you can see the pictures of the rules which I read. So never stick hand outside the vehicle. Here you can see the picture of one person who is coming out from the car, right? So it is moving car, and as I told you in previous lecture that if you are taking out hand from the car, then what happened? Maybe you lost your hand because of your misbehave in car or in any vehicle. In bus also you lost your hand, and sometimes the people are take out the legs from the auto, right? So because of that they lost their legs also. Then we also learn in previous lecture about school bus. So here you can see the students are coming out from the window of the school bus. So it is the reason of big injury, right? Maybe you lost your life also. And the windows of school buses are very big, so don't come out from the window. Then in previous lecture we learn about do not get off a moving bus. So here you can see the person is coming out from the moving bus, and because of that this person maybe fell down and in difficult situation, maybe the bus wheel is moving on this person, right? So do not get off a moving bus. Then we learn that don't throw garbage from the window or moving vehicles. As I told you in previous lecture that if you throw any garbage or wrappers from the moving bus or moving vehicle, this garbage is going on the vehicle which is coming behind you or beside you, and because of that the person who is coming in difficult situation of accident. So you should follow these rules not only for you but others also. So here you can see the picture of one person who is throwing the tea cup from the moving car, and because of that they lost control from the steering also, and because of that he is also in difficult situation. So here you can see the picture of one girl who is throwing bottle from the moving car, and you can see if there is little mistake and this girl lost control from the steering of the car. So we must have to follow rules for ourselves and other also. Because of our little mistake someone is get injured and someone is get lost their life, right? So we have to must follow these rules at our home also, when you are going to school, on the road also, and when you are going in any places you have to follow these rules, right? So these all things we learn in previous lecture, that we should not throw wrappers from the moving vehicles also. So here you can see that a person is throwing wrappers of the wafers and biscuits from the car, and whenever we are going out of the city on highways, we taking food with us, right? So we eat food and throw wrappers from the moving vehicles. We don't think that someone is coming behind us, right? So that's why we need to follow these rules for our safety, and if you save yourself then you can live long. So that's why we need to follow these rules on the road when you are going in vehicle, right? Then today we learn about the rules which we follow when we are walking, right? So not every time we are having vehicles, when we are going to near to place which is not so far, right? So we should follow these rules. If you are going to garden and garden is near to your home, then you are not taking vehicles, you are going by walk, right? So first rule is walk on footpath, right? Then it is the place on the road or beside the road, right? So on this place we have to walk, because road is for vehicles also, for person who are walking also, for animals also, right? So for walking, government making some place for walking. Peoples are walking on the road, for their safety they are making this type of place. We called it footpath. If there is no footpath, then walk on one side of the road, right? So many places, if the place is very congested, if there is no place to make footpath, then we have to think in our mind that where we are walking. If we are walking between the road and vehicles are coming, and because of that, what happened? There is accident. So you want that? No. So what we have to do? If you see on the road that there is no footpath, so what we have to do? We have to walk on the side of the road, right? So when you are going near the place like market, In market, mostly the place is very congested, right? So you have to think in your mind that I walk on the side of the road, and because of that, if some vehicle is coming very fast and if you are between the road, so what happen? You think in your mind. So if you want to save yourself from all these things or all these situations, you have to walk on the side of the road. So if there is no footpath, then walk on one side of the road. Hold an adult's hand while crossing the road. Now, so when you are going anywhere and walk, and it is compulsory that you have to hold hands of your adults while crossing the road, right? So now you think in your mind that what is adult. So remember, we learn in lesson number 7 about adults. Adults means grown up people, our mother, father, grandparents, our younger brother and sisters. Elders are the adults. So it means when you are going on road, first you have to go with your adults, your mother, father or elder brother, sister. Then second thing, that when you are crossing the road, so you have to hold the hands of adults on the road. Why? Because there is lots of vehicles, and if you are not holding hands of your adults or elders, then what happen? Maybe you are in situation of accident. So you must have to follow these rules, that hold an adult's hand while crossing the road. Not only crossing the road, but when you are walking, you have to hold your adult's hand, right? Why? Because it is compulsory that if you running on the road and if some vehicles are coming, or if some animals like cow or buffalo or dog come near to you, then they can bite also. So that's why you need to hold the hand of your adults, right? So hold an adult's hand while crossing the road. Use zebra crossing. Right? So what is zebra crossing? So today we learn about zebra crossing. Today we learn about footpaths, right? So let's see what is zebra crossing and why we are using zebra crossing. Then we learn about footpaths also. So let's see the picture. Here you can see the rules which we have to follow when we are walking, right? Why? Because when you are walking on the road is also for vehicles, also for animals and other big vehicles also, right? So you must have to follow these rules. And why we have to follow these rules? Because of our safety. So walk on footpaths. If there is no footpath, then walk on one side of the road. Hold an adult's hand while crossing the road, while walking on the road, and use zebra crossing for cross the road. All these things we learn in this lecture, right? So let's see the pictures. Now you think in your mind that what is footpath, right? So as I told you that walk on the footpath, right? So here you can see that thinking boy. So think in your mind what is footpath. Foot means your foot and path means road. So on road, many places government make one place to walk. Footpath means the road for our foot, right? So we are walking with our foot, right? So this is the thing which we called footpath. So now let's see what is footpath, what is use of footpath and why we are using this footpath. So here you can see the picture of footpath. On yellow and black color thing, it is border of the footpath. So you can understand that the one side of this picture is road and second side of this picture is footpath, and you can see the footpath is very narrow, right? So why we are using this? Because when you are walking on the road, you are not having vehicle and you are going and you have to walk on this. Why? Because road is for vehicles. So if there is this type of things you can see on the road, so you have to go on this footpath. You cannot ride your vehicles on footpath, because footpath is only for the persons who are walking, not for the person who have vehicles, right? So here you can see the picture of footpath. You can see here on the left side of the picture is road and the right side is for walking. You can understand that why we are using this footpath? Because if you are walking on the road and some vehicles are coming, so what happen? If the person who is ride the vehicle is in hurry, then what happen? Right? So that's why we need to walk on footpath when we are walking. Here you can see the picture of footpath. You can see there one side there is road and on the other side is footpath, right? So there is one step between the road and footpath. And why? Because if someone is in hurry and coming with vehicle, so it is the stop where the vehicles are stopped and they cannot coming on the footpath, right? So that's why for our safety we are using this footpath. Here you can see two girls and you can see one girl is careless who is walking on the road, and the second girl is good girl and who is walking on the footpath, right? So you can understand that if some vehicle is coming and which girl is injured because of that? The girl who is walking on the road. So we have to follow rules for ourselves, not for others, right? So we are using footpath. So here you can see the different picture of a one road. So you can see that on one side of the road there are trees. Then you can see road where car is, and third, the red color part, you can see there is a bicycle, and on the road also you can see the picture of bicycle, and the last part is for walking. And what is this? It is footpath. So now you can understand that when you are going on highways, on one line you can see only trucks and buses. On second line you can see small cars, and in last line you can see vehicles like bike, like bicycles. Why? Because they are small vehicle and they are not running very fast, right? So that's why we should follow these rules. So here you can see a boy is walking on the footpath. So here you can see the picture of footpath and traffic signal also, and you can see that one white black color strips on the road. So it is zebra crossing. So we learned today about zebra crossing also, right? So here you can see the person who are walking are on the footpath when car is on the road. So it is the difference between footpath and road, and you can see one boy and girl holding hands of their mother. Why? Because their mother is adult, right? So we should hold our adults hand when we are walking, right? So it is for your safety. Now we learn about zebra crossing. So what is zebra crossing? Let's see. You already see this zebra crossing on the road, mostly on the bumpers, also on the road. So here you can see the picture of zebra crossing, part of the road marked with black and white lines. So I put a circle on the white color strips, right? So this is the zebra crossing with black and white lines. You can see near the signals, mostly near the schools, near the very congested areas where too much of traffic, right? So why we are using this? We learn in this lesson also that part of the road marked with black and white lines, it is the zebra crossing. So when you see zebra, you can see the color of zebra is black and white. So that's why we called it zebra crossing. Now what is the use of zebra crossing? Let's see that what is use of zebra crossing. People cross the road safely with this zebra crossing. Because of that zebra crossing, the vehicles are stopped there if someone is crossing the road. So it is for the people who are walking, not for the people who are with vehicles, right? So people cross the road with this zebra crossing. You can see here car is stopped there, students are cross the road, and after they crossing the road, car start running. So it is the zebra crossing for our use, for our safety, right? So for our safety we have to cross the road with zebra crossing. So here you can see the picture of one boy who is helping one lady to cross the road. You can see the arrow which is show you the zebra crossing. So we are using zebra crossing for cross the road. Here you can see the vehicles are automatically stopped there before the zebra crossing, right? So it means we have to stop our vehicle near the zebra crossing. So here you can see that how they are crossing the road with use of zebra crossing. If there is no zebra crossing, so it means you have to be careful and you see on left side, right side, and if there is no vehicle, then you can walk and cross the road, right? Here you can see the picture of zebra and zebra crossing both, and you can understand that why we are call it zebra crossing, because the color of these strips are black and white, which we can see in zebra, right? So it is the real picture of zebra crossing. You can see the people are crossing the road. It means the person who are in vehicles, they are stopped there. You can see carefully that we need to stop there, because this zebra crossing for use of people who are crossing the road. Then we learn today about other thing is traffic lights. You already learn about traffic lights, right? So let's see what is traffic lights. So let's see what is traffic lights. You can see three color lights on the screen: red, yellow and green. Now let's see why we called it traffic lights. There are three colors in traffic lights, which are the red, yellow and green. Now you think in your mind, that where you see these traffic lights? Because we learn about safety rules on road. Yes or no? So where you see these traffic lights? You can see these traffic lights on road, and it is for the person who is driving, the people who are driving the vehicles, right? So it is the traffic light on the road. You can see we called it traffic signals also. So you can see there red for stop. So when you see this red color light, you have to stop there. If you see yellow color light, you have to wait there, and if you see green color light, you have to go. So this is the signal for the person who are driving. So when you see red light, you have to stop your vehicles. Here you can see red light and they are stop their vehicles, right? So this is the rule that if you see red light, you have to stop there your vehicle. When you see yellow light, you have to wait, or you have to start your vehicle. So let's see. When you see green light, you have to go. So if you are in hurry and if you see red light, you have to stop there. It is the rule. If you break the rule, then you are in prison, right? So you have to follow these rules. Stop, red light said, wait, yellow light said, and go, green light said. Stop, go and wait. So this is the traffic light which is for person who are driving. So red light stop. And if you see red light and yellow light both, it means stop and prepare to go. It means start your car, then green light you have to go, and yellow light that you are safe to go. So stop, go and wait, right? So very important thing is yellow light. So when you see green light and yellow light, you have to stop there. And if you see red light and yellow light, you have to start your vehicle. So here you can see the picture of traffic signal with green light. So what we learn today? Today we learn about rules for walking, right? Then we learn about traffic lights. We learn about footpaths and zebra crossing, right? So I hope you all understand what we learned today. So take care of yourself and stay healthy.